Alright, today's video with the Jeep is gonna be tackling the bumper. We got a brand new bumper that just came in, and right now it has the Rubicon bumper on it, and then I got my bullhorns mounted on top of it. But I have a 12,000 pound winch going along with the new bumper, so we gotta take this one off because you can't mount a winch anywhere. It won't fit. But I'm gonna start by taking the horns off, and then we're gonna get the new bumper out here, take this one off, swap a new one on. It's only like 16 bolts, so it should be pretty easy, plus the skid plate, because I have the upgraded metal skid plate. But other than that, it should go fine. Alright, so we got the skid plate off. It's a pain in the ass because I broke my 3/8 drive bit for my Milwaukee gun, so I'm here hand ratcheting everything. But skid plate's off. A lot less muddy than I thought, but now we're just tackling the bumper. This should be like an hour job at most. I heard there's 16 bolts, plus the fog lights. And we'll see what the new bumper looks like, so it should be quick and easy. Alright, so I just removed the last few bolts of that, and then I just got to unplug the fog lights, and it should be good to be pulled off. And then we'll go grab the other one, unbox it, and it should just mount up the same way from what I've read. It's an easy install. It was actually pretty easy. I just had to find the bolts. I found an electric ratchet, so that was good. But other than that, I'm going to take the last nut off that. It's barely turned on, unplug the fog lights, and pull this off. So the bumper's finally pulled. There's a bunch of that shit from off-roading the other day. There's still an ice block. But these brackets fell, 2 on each side. I don't know if that was specifically for the bumper, but that thing weighs a ton. And then we're working in a pretty small space, so I had a squeeze bar to get it through. But I mean, I'm pretty sure these are just like washers almost, because there was 4 bolts, which are still on the bumper, right in there. So we're gonna go grab the other bumper, unbox it, and it should go right on. So we got the new bumper. It's loosely put in right now, but I'm liking the look of it. But I'm thinking I'm gonna take a piece of sheet metal from here, tee it out to these spots, weld it to the frame, because this material is kind of thin, and the 12,000 pound winch getting put on here, I want to make sure I'm not going to bend the bumper at all. And then I also got the spots for the light pods that I got to swap over. But it's got the stars. It's got this for my horns. Overall, pretty decent bumper for a pretty decent price. So I pulled the halo fog lights out of that bumper, and they just sat in there kind of like this, no bracket. But then over here, I tried putting them through like that. Won't fit, won't get hammered through. I tried putting them in this way. They fit, but they're gonna sag. So then I had to dig up my box of the old halos, and they still had this plastic bracket that goes on it, and that's gonna fit in there. And then there's screws on the back of here that I'm just gonna send, where'd it go, a self tapper through on each one, and we're gonna see how they hold up or if I'm gonna send more through. Okay, so the pods are installed on each side. Only thing I have left to do is hook it up to my headlights, which is basically splicing in this wire and this wire, which shouldn't be hard, and then I'll back it out of the garage and we'll get a final look at this with the pods inside, and then I'll make another video of welding up the plate here and here to put the winch on. But I mean, it's looking good. Can't complain. So what I did for the connection wasn't a butt connector, but you basically twist them together, and in the middle there's solder there, and it's also heat shrinks. When you heat it up, the solder melts and it heat shrinks all together. Then we just gotta test the lights. We should be good. Man,